Okay, this is map 5, Hollywood. Rogue is up 3-1, and they just won Anubis. Comps, let's talk comps. Defensive May, pretty, I mean, they're running Misfits comp, nothing to talk about. Offensive May, no Zarya, a Winston, and a Roadhog. This is like quad tank comp almost. I don't know if I like quad tank lineup. I mean, it's super beefy. They'll probably have nano boost first. But I don't know, it's a weird comp. Jump to Winston. Get charged. They killed TV super fast. I don't know how they did that. Roadhog hit a hook, I guess. Roadhog gets a hook. They wall lift the hook. Execution. They kill the May immediately, and then they kill Reinforce who charged. I guess that they thought, I don't know. That wall boned them. Like, you can't charge in against the May, you'll die. Even if you get a kill, you'll die. Come here, puppy. So they just rolled that point. This is really bad for Rogue, because I feel like Rogue should have done better. Like, Rogue... Why are you doing this to May versus May? Yeah, camera all the time on Lucio. Alright, so Rogue should be okay to hold this, because they have the Blizzard for the next fight. Like, Blizzard on the card here is really hard to deal with. It's pretty closed in. Like, I would expect him to just chuck it in now. There you go. This is so clowny. Watching Reinhardt's charge into each other and like bounce their heads off each other like rams. Hook, kill. This Litage on Roadhog's paying off really big on this map. Look at this guy! Alright, Litage should have just been Roadhog the whole time. Where was this before? He's like single-handedly winning them these fights. Puppy's like, what is going on? Why are you shaking? What's wrong? Hmm? Okay, lady, relax. Alright, Rogue needs to win a fight soon. And a booster Reaper, easy game. AKM is just performing. Go down? What do you want to do? But this is kind of the liability of the Roadhog here. What are you doing? Like if you run the Roadhog and the Roadhog doesn't get like a million kills, then like why are you running Roadhog? Dog is frazzled now. But if the Roadhog doesn't hit hooks, they don't win fights. This is like what happened with Taimu before. Taimu doesn't hit the hooks on all the maps and they don't do fine. The chat just caught up to the dog. Dog's like, peace. Sick of Overwatch. She doesn't want to watch this meta. What? She's back. Now she's excited. But they're still running Roadhog. Like, I don't know how long this Roadhog is going to work or how long they're going to stay on it. Like, Rogue has really brought themselves back. I felt like they should have gotten rolled, but they got rolled because of the Roadhog, but now they're not getting rolled because of the Roadhog. It's like the Roadhog is the problem and the Roadhog is the solution at the same time. Casually just walking across the bridge eating pot shots from a Reaper. Ooh, battle. That hook saved them, I think. I don't know if they win that fight without that hook. That Death Blossom might have been better. So like the hook, if the hook didn't come out there, they would have been fine. Like they would have lost rather. Like, but the hook comes out and like interrupts their whole fight. And now the May is really good here because she can do this, but that's a messed up wall. They didn't actually block them out. That wall. What is that wall, man? If they defend here, it's because that wall missed. It looks like no bueno. How do you miss that wall? Why wouldn't you just put the wall outside the front? That's unfortunate, honestly, because you run the Mei so you can like use that wall. Then they don't even like make anything out of it. Now they switch off the Roadhog. I'm glad that they switch off the Roadhog because the Roadhog is like streaky. And they don't have a Rhino. Oh no, they do have a Reinhardt. They're just not running Zarya. This team doesn't run Zarya, but they have Miro, and Miro's like one of the better Zaryas, I feel. They haven't been abusing it that much. And a boosted AKM, easy fight, easy life. I think after the first fight, honestly, they should have switched to the... What's it called? The Reaper immediately? Like, I think that staying on the Roadhog was the mistake. Like, I don't think you need to stay on the Roadhog. I think after you cap the first point, just get off the Roadhog. Yeah, they need to clone Miro, I guess. Because if you have Winston Zarya, that's really good. But Zarya, or Winston without Zarya is pretty hard, actually. Now they have a Tracer. Tracer's good on this map. I don't hate the Tracer here. But now they have Nano Boost. They still don't have a good Nano Boost target. Like, they're Lunatic High, this is their problem the entire series, is that they're running Nano Boost without a good Nano Boost target. Like, they've dealt handedly with Nano Boosted Winston or Reinhardt, like, multiple times. I get headshots, but he can't. Where's this Tracer? Tracer's got a 2-man pulse bomb, good kills. Wind switches to Tracer. They switched their Zarya to Tracer? Why? This is like a clown fight. Like, everyone's just like... That was a really good defense. Their offense was really bad though from Lunatic High. I mean, their defense was really solid on the side of Rogue. Tavik stayed alive forever during that last fight. But that's like the problem with the Roadhog. Like, the Roadhog slammed for like the first 2 fights, and then you didn't really see it ever again. And the only fights that they won were the ones where they hit hooks. What was the best meta in my opinion? Probably the Mercy Lucio meta, like at the beginning of the game. I don't hate this meta. This meta would be a lot better if Ana wasn't so broken. I also think Pharah should be buffed. You think Crew is the best Zarya? Yes. Crew is definitely better than Hulk, Coco, and Wings, for sure. I mean, Coco is good, but I think Crew carries harder than Coco. Like, Crew, like, actually carries. Like, Crew will get, like, 3Ks and 4Ks during fights without anything. Like, Crew just pounds on that hero. But apparently, like, Nevix is just as good as him or something. Like, Nevix and Crew are actually both good. Or like, good enough to be... Like, both of them play Zarya so well that, like, they're okay to switch between each other. Where does Coolmat's? I think Coolmat's really good too. I don't know. It's hard to watch. Fnatic doesn't really, Fnatic plays like a strategy where they kind of just like have a game plan and like they'll just execute. Like, Coolmat will never play a bad Zarya. But he doesn't like carry. So I feel like Crew just like makes the most of the hero, if that makes sense. So now Rogue just has to finish this map, I guess. Like, I mean, they just have to get the second point. It's pretty easy life. That's true. I guess what I'm trying to say is that Misfits plays around Crew as if he's the carry more so than... I don't know. I mean, comparing them is obviously useless, but comparing 2 teams, 2 different players on 2 different, like, different teams with 2 different styles is, like, very difficult. Hanzo, 67% ult, 70. Can we get 100? 70. 2 more arrows and we have ult, 80. Dragon's gonna be pretty good here. Already has it now. Now we can just throw Dragon into the middle of him. Ult's so strong from a zoning standpoint. Oh my god, the mace stood still to shoot the headshot. The crowd just yelled. It's gotta be so upsetting actually if you're in the crowd and you're like trying to watch your home, like your country play, and they just get slammed by like foreigners. Like you're the only English speaking players there right now. I mean, I guess that NRG is there too, but like just watch this happening. I mean, this is one of those times where like no matter what happens, you expect Rogue to win as far as like just from like an analysis standpoint. Like all they have to do is hit a graviton into a what's it called? A graviton into a dragon, and like they'll be fine. Oh, you're right. It's in Shanghai. Yeah, that's true. So that's Korea versus not China. I bet Chinese hate Koreans. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how that whole rivalry works. That whole like scene. Rogue pushed up super far, but they got high ground. So now they're like in a very... What? That was so clowny. Like, why did that work? The Reaper just teleports right in front of them like it's no one's business, and then he gets two-shot by the Mei. And Unboosted Reaper comes in and does the dirty work anyway. Still have Dragon Arrow though. The cam has taken no damage that entire time. Cam got a bunch of love letters. That's pretty cool. Chinese cheered way harder for Rogue than the Koreans. I didn't know that. That's interesting, actually. Then, because you're saying that like they wouldn't go for more of like an Eastern versus Western kind of mentality, but instead they're like anti. Graviton. There it is. Easy game. Holy Wombo combo, like the Earth Shatter 2, just to like add insult to injury. I feel like that was like one of those like demoralizing victories where you get held on the second point and you just know that you lost, you know? Like in your head you're like, God, like the odds of us holding second point are so low because teams don't hold second point on Hollywood. So it was a pretty nice finish to that game, like the Graviton into the Earth Shatter into the Dragon. But yeah, I don't know. I felt like Lunatic High just ran Ana because they had to run Ana, not because they were good at running Ana. Like, very strange to me that they didn't actually make an Ana work. Like, they didn't ever try to make the Ana work. They kept nano boosting Reinhardts. Like, the metas this entire tournament, and even the last tournament, was Reapers and Genjis. And then they don't run a good Reaper or a good Genji, or like a full-time either. And I think that like their hero selection really hurt them. They don't have a good Genji, I guess. They don't have a good Pharah. And they don't really have two good McCrees, like Tvik and AKM can play McCree, but like you saw Li Taejong had a really hard time switching to McCree. Yeah, it's like you run Ana, but then you don't like capitalize on the Ana. Like you can make Ana overpowered, but instead you're just like running it like it's not overpowered. Like, Nano Boosted Death Blossom is overpowered. Nano Boosted Dragon Blade is overpowered. Like, it's super powerful. It's like almost an instantly one team fight. And like, you're just not using it. Hey, Taejon had a hard time on every hero. Yeah. I mean, such is life, right? If he played Genji well or like just got Nano Boosted Death Blossoms better, they would have been fine. But they just didn't have the execution there. Belt is on now. These shirts are so tiny. Can we get them bigger shirts, please? But, yeah. I'm done for the night. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Thank you all to the new viewers. Thank you all who came from Thorin and Monty's stream. I have not checked out the video, the oversight video, but I will for sure. And excited to see Monty and Thorin putting time into Overwatch. What you do is easy, so advise me out of platinum. Thanks for the donation, greatness. I just got here and you're done. It's okay, Zlaron, because all of these VODs will go up on YouTube, so you guys can watch all these VODs on YouTube. It wasn't just reinforced shirt that went up, Rage God. It was also AKMs, I'm pretty sure, or wins. It was wins. But yeah, thanks so much for the host, Monty. I hope you learned something. Hopefully we get to work together in the future. Looking forward to it. It's just a matter of time, I think. But these VODs I'll put up tomorrow. I have to like make like cover art and like put in keywords and whatever, all that other fun stuff. It's kind of frustrating actually putting things on YouTube. But everyone who hasn't followed should follow. If you want to join my Discord, hit up Discord. My Discord channel is pretty good. We talk about Overwatch. So you can submit sub-VOD reviews. I do VOD reviews for tournaments, obviously, just because I want to practice, I guess, like analyzing games. But I also do reviews for individuals because I think it's important for me to grow my community, just so that like people can send me a VOD of like, oh, I played McCree in this pub and I actually don't know what went wrong. Because like sometimes people need to watch other people lose or whatever, or see themselves lose and like figure out why they lost or like what they could have done better. So that is another thing that I think is cool about this whole setup. Like my viewers could write testimonials for days, which is awesome. Like I get messages like, oh, Flame, I was a platinum player, now I'm a gold, or now I'm a master player, not gold. If we went from platinum to gold, I'm sorry, I did not attribute to that. But yeah, thanks to everyone who subbed. Thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you to everyone who will check this out on YouTube eventually. And thank you especially to Monty for the host. You're awesome, and I'll see you guys all later. Don't go to gold, please.